Careful there, PD.
I'm
That'll
willing to
get us
Hey,
loads of enemies.
Look. Fuck Dark Souls.
Whoa! Okay, this is part 2 of the all-day birthday stream. For those of you who are just joining us, switch. Nope. There we go. Yep, that's how I like it. He's from the Dominican Republic. Sammy Sosa. Got it. So, this is UN Squadron, which I have done before for the channel. I highly doubt I'm going to be able to beat it, but I have beaten it before for the channel. Why be there a unicorn? What an excellent question. I would love to know why there's a unicorn. And that's probably Drew. Could you get that for me, Mom? Thank you. I should have gotten you mic'd up for that. But yeah, I've done UN Squadron before for the show. Hey, Future Pyro, stick an iCard here. And you can see a complete run in case I completely fucking suck. But I will say right now that it is so much easier to do this with a digital D-pad instead of whatever the hell the fucking Xbox is. Pinky! Oh god! I was about to say I can't pause, but I can totally pause. Thank you. Polar Dread is here and has given me a pop Pinkie Pie because he knows I am a... It's yours? Dude, I appreciate it. Why am I sucking so horribly this morning? Because it's my birthday? That's a terrible reason to suck. That's the worst reason to suck. If either of you wants to use a microphone, it's right there, and we can try to, yeah, there are foldy chairs over there behind the, yeah. Yeah, between the bookcase and the game cabinet. Behind the trash bag. Sorry, you would think I'd be better prepared, but at PyroFalkon's Let's Play Extravaganza... What? Where are my folding chairs? Okay, we're back after that long amount of bullshit where I was ordering a pizza.
Hey, it's not bullshit, it's pizza.
It is pizza. Pizza is the best.
It only turns into bullshit later.
So now that I have you now that I have you talking, hopefully I can actually concentrate on the game and not embarrass myself anymore, because I have embarrassed myself badly on the first 2 attempts. So, yes, Mom, you can take your shoes off. So, hi, Archive. Once again, this is part 2. I may or may not archive that first one. Oh, God, that was pathetic. What? There's a way I can do it. It'll just be a serious pain in the ass if I desperately want to archive that first one. Because... Your body pillow? We used to have a body pillow. Oh, this is so much better. I'm doing so much better.
As you say this, you get shot in the behind.
That's what happens. Jesus Christ. So I wish I had a computer. Can you see the chat from where you are, PD? By any chance?
Better. Just give me one moment. I am replying to my honey bunny.
Your honey bunny?
Yes.
I'm glad you found someone, because last time we spoke, you didn't have anybody.
Yeah.
So it's been a while since we've spoken.
The only drawback is that she lives in Wisconsin.
Oh, long distance?
Yeah,
oh, jeez.
But we are planning to go see each other, like...
This is just the beginning.
Possible. Yes, it's going to be the beginning, and you are going to cry. Why are you flying into the sun? Wait, stop! No! Oh God! It's so horrible!
It's fine. We're about to be flying through a through a storm. I love this music. But yeah, this is going to be the mainly Super NES stream day.
Ooh.
So, because that's what I grew up with, since I didn't play any.
Speaking of
woo! Anyway, since I didn't have a Sega until very late in its life cycle, and even then, what with my Sega and such, all I cared about was Toe Jam and Earl and Sonic 2, and I didn't even really like Sonic 2. I love Toe Jam and Earl. That was our first Streaming Sunday game.
I remember playing that when I was a kid, and I remember the first thing that popped into my head. What in the world is this?
Yeah, it was pretty fucked up, but, you know, it was super fun, and that's all that matters. But, sorry, what were you saying? Something about speaking of Super NES?
Basically, they're coming out with a beat-em-up bundle for Nintendo.
Oh, yeah, I saw
and
that.
PlayStation. And I may end up be tempted to buy it one of these days.
The Capcom one? Because
Yes.
the Capcom one just came out. It's
Yes.
apparently bullshit on the Switch,
I kind
but
of
it works okay on the other consoles. And it's not like we're playing online. If what you are implying is that we're gonna play it for the show together, because that would be friggin' rad.
Maybe.
Not to put ideas in your mouth. Oh god, this hurts my hand.
I mean, you can put any kind of idea in my mouth. Just make sure that you don't put any kind of, phallic object in my mouth, if you please.
Nice, PD. Okay, Toe Jam and
I'm
Earl
always classy.
2 is better. I didn't play that one very much. Toe Jam and Earl 2 felt more like just a standard, fucking Switch! Fucking a standard, platformer, so I wasn't as super into it. Like, Toe Jam and Earl 1 was really unique. It was very strange. It was almost like open world. God damn it. I knew I was going to take that. Like, you could it was multiplayer, but the players didn't have to be on the same screen, which was very cool. Like, that was very strange for the 16-bit era.
Yeah, I'd rather stick to my punchy games.
Your punchy games?
My punchy games.
Nothing wrong with that.
I mean, that's what I grew up with, and that's what I lived with, and that's also what made me the
Ah!
angry person that is today.
Different strokes for different folks and such like that there.
Just as long as you don't stroke it to Pinkie Pie, I think we're fine.
Ew. What's wrong with you?
Well,
All
a
right.
few things.
Anyway, you guys chose the wrong team. Since you're so much younger than me, what was your first console?
My very first console. Good God. I guess the first official console that was mine was the first, PlayStation.
Oh, that's pretty good.
And
PlayStation one's a good one.
before that, my stepfather ended up getting us, a Nintendo 64.
Okay.
And our first game that we had was this stunt game for it, where, you just kind of went around on some planes, or you jumped out of a moving plane and tried to match up with people
Is that
on the...
Stuntman?
Yeah, I think that's what it was.
Wow, that's an interesting coincidence. I just learned some information about that game. Anyway, go ahead.
But soon after that, he got Star Fox. And that was the introducing of very amazing games to me. And then I got the PlayStation, which was less than fun, because that was when I first experienced my first RPG game, Bounty Hunter.
Bounty Hunter. Haven't heard of that one.
Or it might be Treasure Hunter or something like that. It was basically like a weird Japanese RPG where you were put in a weird, randomly generated world. Every single world that you go into are procedurally generated, which is
awesome.
really fascinating.
Yeah, for PS1, that's pretty up there.
And you had to find certain treasures within the world, and in that world you had to fight monsters, other hunters, and they would always try to kick your ass to get your treasure. So if you ended up finding some kind of shiny pony artifact, they would be all over you.
That sounds like almost a single-player Dark Souls or something.
Yeah, I think that's what the first Dark Souls ever was. Because it kicked my ass several times. I only won one time, and that was by a complete and accidental fluke. Because I ended up killing the person who had the treasure at the time. Because he was in my way, and I was trying to get to a monster, because all I thought about at that time was kill, 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 kill. Because I was a murderous little child back then.
Weren't we all? Herticult says he started with Atari. So either he's a bit older than I anticipated, or he knows his classic systems. The very first console I touched was a ColecoVision.
Oh, God.
But it was not the first one I owned. If we count handhelds, the first one I owned was a Game Boy. a classic brick Game Boy.
Oh, you mean the one that if you threw it at somebody, it would be considered as a deadly weapon?
Yeah, it would cause them far more harm than the electronic device. Boy, do you remember when Nintendo built them that way?
Good lord.
Because Nintendo doesn't quite build them that way anymore.
No.
Although it's not Nintendo's fault, just everyone wants portability and tiny things.
Portability, schmortability.
Well, I mean, the Switch is a portable console.
Phooey. Phooey on the Switch, I say.
Of course, then again, so is the Game Boy, technically. And like we just said, it could kill a man.
It could kill a man and it could survive a freaking explosion, sir.
Yes.
I mean, have you not seen the freaking post of somebody like holding up their like Game Boy, their classic brick Game Boy that they took to them in Afghanistan?
I did not see that post.
That son of a bitch got hit by a damn rocket.
Ah, fuck me.
Just like you did.
Oh, God.
Hey, you survived though.
I am so off my game today. Like, it's... I don't like having this bad of a showing for my games. And given what else is in store for us today...
Oh, boy.
Me being off my game is less than good since 2 RTSs are on the... Ah, fuck me. 2 RTSs are on the docket today. And, I should be good at them, but...
Speaking of RTS, did you catch last Thursday's game?
What?
Or the Thursday game of D&D?
Yeah, I stopped in for a minute, remember?
Oh, yeah. It was...
I didn't get to play, but...
It was,
which is fine, because I was busy, but...
You're always busy,
I am always busy.
'Tis the life of a YouTuber, sadly.
Fuck! YouTube writer, dyer, professional gamer, whatever the fuck I am.
Professional fuckery right now is what it is. Technical.
But yeah, as TC mentioned, or guessed, the 2 RTSs on the plate today are Age of Empires 2 and Rise of Nations.
Never
but
played either of
them. I'm good at them. I'm better at Rise of Nations than I am at Age of Empires, but it's been so long since I've played them. Really?
I think you would have been safe if you just stood where you were.
I would have been. Fucking hell!
Brace for impact, ladies and gentlemen.
I am so off my game today.
Oh.
Wow. I think part of it is just that I haven't played anything Super NES or whatever in a long time. Because, like, with baseball, even though I got blasted out of that one, like, I haven't played King Griffey Jr.'s baseball in, like, legit about 15 to 20 years.
Jeez.
Like, I mean, the game was from 93, so...
Honestly, I've been obsessed with a game recently known as Armello.
Armello. Have not heard of that either.
It is a turn-based strategy game with cards and animal people, essentially. And your objective is to basically complete objectives in the game with certain characters that you have, and also try to kill the corrupt king without getting yourself corrupted, or, you know, become the most corrupted thing of all and then kill the king with your corruption.
Well, that sounds fun.
It is.
So it's a tabletop game?
It's a virtual tabletop game.
Oh, okay.
I'm hoping that they turn it into a physical tabletop game, though. That would be amazing.
I have no idea how that bullet missed me.
Magic.
No, like, I'm like, is it on Steam?
It is on Steam, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and I'm thinking it might be for Switch.
Because I'd be totally willing to give that a shot.
If you have it...
Oh, Mark is screaming, Armello is so good, it's like a board game. Viva Pinata! Viva Pinata rocks!
Viva Pinata.
Viva... I wrote the strategy guides on Viva Pinata.
I remember it being the most adorable thing I've ever seen. Mixed in with a little bit of pinata murder.
What? How much money did I get? Shit. Oh, God. They are mercenaries like us. Please tell me I can afford that. Okay, that's good. Oh, God. Alright. Now I actually have a decent plane for this. With decent number... Oh, God, I'm so fast now. Ah. Speed kills everybody else. But yeah, I'm glad you're here, PD. I was feeling lonely yesterday. Like yesterday was not good for me. I was mainly okay, but I should have texted you.
You're fine, man. The important thing is that I'm here now.
Fuck me! Sorry, go ahead.
Giving you fuckery luck today. It's okay, buddy. I can't reach your shoulder, but
I never expected that I would beat any of the games today, especially given what we've got. Since one of them's a puzzle game that would take like 12 hours to beat. But like, jeez, man, I am having a really bad showing today. Can I blame fatigue since I was up really late last night?
We are blaming fatigue.
I'm gonna blame Spider-Man on this one because that's
that's Spider-Man.
all I've been playing the last 3 days. Yeah, I beat it. Like, because that's all I've done the last 3 days is play fucking Spider-Man, and I finished it.
That's just like freaking...
I haven't 100%ed it yet, but I have finished it.
That's
God
that's
damn
kind of
it.
like how Jacksepticeye is doing right now. Like, his entire channel has been nothing but Spider-Man lately.
Really?
Oh my god, yes. Like, if you're an avid watcher like I am of his, and
No.
also yours.
I've never watched Jacksepticeye, but go ahead.
But, he had nothing for a whole week, but actually for the last 2 weeks, of nothing but Spider-Man. And he actually commented on it when he was doing a video of him reacting to PewDiePie, or Felix, as people call him nowadays.
Really? He's dropped his pseudonym?
Pretty much.
That's interesting.
Well, I mean, everybody's just losing their pseudo names nowadays.
I've noticed that. I've noticed a lot of, like, those of us who try to do this as a business are dropping their pseudonyms.
Right.
Like, I wouldn't care if people stopped calling me PyroFalkon. Just call me John. But it's a very ordinary name, so...
Right. Well, I mean, it sounds really good, though.
Thank you.
I mean, there's a lot of people that have Pyro in their names, but a lot of them don't have Falcon. That just makes you even more special.
There are not very many PyroFalkons out there. Like, usually when I reserve my name for a new online whatever, like, PyroFalkon isn't taken. I don't have to stick a number on it.
Well, I mean, the same goes for mine, because nobody ever likes to put Polar and Dread in the same sentence.
Huh.
So much fatigue.
So much, yeah. It's partly fatigue and partly my irritation that I'm not doing well. Yes, the new Spider-Man game rocks, as Tink said. It's everything. The story is good. The voice acting is friggin' out of this world.
I imagine so.
But, I mean, the top two people they've got are Yuri Lowenthal and Laura Bailey. I mean...
did you,
those two are as A-list as you get, pretty much.
Did you catch the Stan Lee cameo in there?
Oh yeah, I laughed. It was lovely.
Like, there's a lot of people that was like skeptical that he would make an appearance, because he did make a slight appearance in the last Spider-Man game before this one ever came out.
Really?
Yeah, like it wasn't really like an actual like quote unquote cameo. It was just like a little bit of a teaser that he was in the game because his voice was like programmed into the game.
Gotcha.
He was watching after his neighbor's house and everything, and apparently his neighbor was Stan Lee in that game.
That's really funny. But Stan Lee shows up as a cameo in just about everything Marvel related, right?
Oh, yeah.
So, like, I wasn't surprised he was there, but they do a really good job about making him subtle. The only thing about him, though, is they rendered him way too well. Like, they gave him more polygons than Spider-Man, it seemed like.
Well,
it was really funny.
Yeah, I mean, Stan Lee is the father.
He is.
Is what a lot of people would say. I still call him a pseudo-father.
I found the magic spot.
How long does that thing last for?
What thing?
The shield.
My shield? Oh, it's 3 hits.
Ah. Lightning!
Yep, there's 1 hit, there's 2, and apparently I got hit with the 3rd at some point.
It was a sneaky one that got you in the back.
I missed the free ammo stuff too. That's annoying.
Ammunition. You can do it. You can do it.
There's no magic spot on the... backside. Giggity. Not a pervert. There we go. Fuck you, battleship.
I mean, I can look up like dragons fucking a battleship if that would make you better.
I think Pyro is hangry. Yeah, that could be it too. I am so off my game.
Pyro, here, take this.
There's one other PyroFalkon with a C instead of a K. Yes, I've seen that person around. The only PyroFalkon I have seen who is not me is some dude who makes really shitty artwork. I'm sorry, I shouldn't say that. Who makes art that I don't find pleasing, and Hitman mods or something. It's very esoteric. Yeah, like it, and then that's it. Like. In fact, I once got an email from some rando who's like, dude, I didn't know you wrote FAQs and did YouTube too. I'm a huge fan of your mods. And I'm like, don't know what you're talking about, but thanks. Glad you like my YouTube stuff.
Just take the credit, roll with it.
Yeah, I can't do that. I cannot take credit for someone else's thing. I got mad that my ex-girlfriend helped me with a guide and didn't want writing credits. Like, that just bothered me for some reason. God damn it. I am so... dude, I am not on my game at all today.
It's just like
at all.
Pyro's hangry, everybody. We need to get him the buffalo pizza. We need to shove it down his gullet and make him happy again.
Yep. Who'd think guns were critical for structural integrity? What an excellent question! I forget what the plot of this game is. I've been wanting to watch the anime of this game, too.
Wait, there's an anime of this?
Yeah, it's called Squadron 88, and it was an anime first. The game came second, I believe.
I have an anime or manga series as well that I believe that you would find very interesting, sir.
Yes.
Apparently, this anime is... I can't remember the name of it, but it's basically based around the whole Nintendo and...
Come on, where the fuck's the... goddamn... Ah!
Jesus.
What? What? I don't hear a problem. I don't know what fucking... God.
Meanwhile, in Pyro's head, internal screamings erupt.
Oh, it's... The internal screaming's been there for a while, believe it, since I gave up 4 runs in the first inning. Anyway.
But this anime, I can't remember the name of it, but I'm pretty sure a lot of you in the chat would probably know what this is.
Oh yeah, TC's a huge anime guy.
It's basically an anime where they are like taking the adaptation of how Sega and Nintendo were at console wars with each other during the 90s. And it is brilliant. The main character is just a humanized version of Sonic the Hedgehog.
That's very strange.
It is, but it's freaking beautiful. And the main villain, wait for it, is Mario.
Works for me. God damn it! No, I'm going down.
And apparently Link is a psychopathic murderer.
I mean, I'm good for that. He is a psychopathic murderer.
Yeah, indeed. But the funniest thing is, his first introduction is, it's dangerous to go alone, so take this! And he just holds up 2 grenades and he throws it at people.
Wow. No, TC has not heard of that one. Is it new? Is it like super new?
It is not new. It is definitely not new. The manga series has been out for a while, and the anime, I believe, came out during... I want to say either the early 2000s, I think? Because it has like that old school feel to it. Like it has like that, like you've heard of Tenchi Muyo, right?
Oh yeah, Tenchi's my favorite.
It's kind of got that kind of aesthetic to it. Like that kind of look to it.
Gotcha. Yep, Mom's got it. Yep.
But yeah, it's got that old school feel to it, and I just love how it looks.
Cool.
But the sad thing is,
if you can find the name of that anime, we'll definitely check it out. What's up, man?
I know you.
Yeah, shit. That's what happens when I get distracted. Or at least that's what I'm going to blame it on instead of my shitty gameplay. We'll just blame it on distractions of lovely pizza smells. Hello, Kalo. Thank you for joining the stream. I appreciate it. Yeah, you can move my hat and everything, too. Yeah, Mom Falcon is here. Says hi to Kalo specifically in the chat. She is unmiked. Yes. Oh, yeah. I need to tell him that detail when I'm not getting shot by
As he mentions that he gets destroyed.
I can't take a break when I'm streaming. Anyway.
There's pizza involved.
Kalo, Mom wants me to inform you that we have pizza. I mean, cheesecake. Jesus.
We also have pizza.
Getting an increased headache as I'm doing worse. Like, I can actually feel myself getting angry. And I don't do that with games very often anymore, especially not when I'm streaming. But it is what it is. I will be fine. Anybot. So what was your... So you said the PlayStation was your first console, right?
PlayStation wasn't my official first console.
What does that mean?
It means, well, like I said, my stepfather ended up getting us the Nintendo and everything beforehand. But, yeah, that was my first official, console that I had for myself. Then I had the PlayStation 2, and I discovered my love of fighting games. And also, I discovered my young boy rage, because I broke almost every controller I had.
Okay, we do have many things in common. I have started playing fighting games again. I am getting decent at playing DOA of all games.
If you've seen my suggestion in the Suggest Your Games box, I have been playing a crap ton of Ninja Striker as of late. Or Shinobi Striker.
Yes, Mom.
Yes.
So, So, when you say fighting games, do you mean like one-on-one 2D fighting games, or do you mean more like
I mean like every kind of fighting game.
I gotcha.
If there's including of combat in any sense of way and form, I'm in it.
Gotcha.
As long as it's not Dark Souls.
Not Dark Souls? What's wrong with Dark Souls?
Everything!
Careful there, PD.
I'm
That'll
willing to
get us.
Hey.
Loads of enemies.
Look. Fuck Dark Souls.
Whoa! Whoa!
Look, I love the premise of it, but I hate it. I hate it so much. And I hate the fact that people keep on saying that there are so many games Dark Souls-esque. There were games before Dark Souls that were Dark Souls. For God's sake, quit riding its dick all the time.
Wow.
I'm willing to make some enemies. Let's go. Let's go, Internet.
Lord Ariados is helping out right now by screaming the Beatles are overrated. So
I wouldn't...
Yeah, Mom is now declaring war on Canada after that one.
Oh, Canada.
Although I agree with her, the Beatles are overrated. But anyway, it's all right. Oh, it's okay, Mom. It's just that those of us who have developed taste know that the Beatles have shitty music. It's pretty simple. All right. Anyway, what? What with their long hair and such? The Beatles. Good thing I don't grow my hair that long. Yeah, exactly. Anyway. What? I have. Alright. Kayla says he needs cheesecake. Mark also hates Dark Souls. TC asks, how good is Shinobi Striker? Although I guess you have answered that.
I really haven't answered it too.
Might be looking to get a copy. Do you have any thoughts on mechanics, PD?
The mechanics of the game are actually very smooth. The only thing that I have a problem with is the connectivity with it so far. But that's because it's an early release of the game. And the problem with it is that every other time that you play on certain maps during a game mode, sometimes the game will say, oh, you landed on a perfectly flat land. Nope, you landed in a hole. And it just kills you right out of the gate. But again, that's because it's a brand new game of this kind of caliber for Naruto, you know. Usually, I'm not a big Naruto fan because I just don't like the fan base anymore. Because it's just nothing but like fangirls and fanboys and everything wanting to be Naruto or be like a Naruto character ripoff. And
it's turning into the Sonic franchise?
Pretty much.
That's scary.
It is.
Nothing should be the Sonic franchise, not even the Sonic franchise.
But overall, I really like the game because of the way that they have the fighting mechanic in it. Because they have this thing called a wire kunai, where you can like throw it across the like area that you're in, and about 15 to 20 feet radius, you can actually latch onto a wall and stick to that wall without using any resources. And it's just freaking amazing when you're fighting somebody on a wall. And the best part of it is that you can actually make your own custom ninja. You can even pick the village that you want to be from.
Is it a Naruto game?
It is a Naruto game.
Like, I'm not familiar with the franchise, so I just hear Shinobi Strikers, and that's all I hear.
I personally don't consider it a Naruto game because it's better than all the other Naruto games that have been out recently.
Really?
Mainly because they've all been nothing but like 3D environment fighters, but they were only meant for like a single-player adventure or like a online battle kind of thing. With this, they have some premise of story with it, but in the form of like online like co-op missions that you can do.
That's cool.
It is. I really like that aspect. It makes it so that way you don't have to go online to beat up other players. However, me being me, I gotta try the online playability of it, and I gotta say, it's really bullshit because there are so many freaking combos that break the game. Like, they have this ability known as the Almighty Push, and it basically pushes your ass all the way off the freaking map.
What the fuck did I get hit by there?
I think you got hit by sheer bad luck.
We'll go with that. We'll go with that, not my terrible, terrible gameplay of the day.
But another thing that I like for this game that actually reminds me of Xenoverse, which a lot of people probably know about, is that this game is pretty much like, it has levels, for example, but the levels that you gain for this game, for your character and everything, only matter towards your health and like your durability and such like that. It rarely matters all that much at all. It just gives you like how much gameplay you've actually done for it most of the time.
So you can still be a badass no matter what your level, basically.
Oh god, yes.
So
I've seen people at like level 13 that took on like an entire team by themselves, and it was crazy. And
you are so jacked right now.
I mean, I love the game.
It's amazing.
I love the game. And the best part of it that makes it better than Xenoverse, in my opinion, for those people who know what Xenoverse is, it's another game kind of like Shinobi Strikers in a way, just with Dragon Ball Z. But with Xenoverse, they don't have classes, but they do in Shinobi Strikers. They have set determined classes that you can play as. You can either be a healer, a defense fighter, a ranged character that does long-range hits, or you can be an up-close and personal asshole that punches people with an iron brass knuckle up your ass. Which is my personal favorite.
Is the brass knuckle up your ass and then you're hitting them with it, so you're hitting them with it? Okay.
I'm saying like the brass knuckle is going to be up their ass as soon as you're done kicking their ass.
You're gonna kick their ass and then shove a...
Don't question it, just acknowledge it.
Okay. Fucking... Come on, fire your bullshit. Come out. Oh my god.
I think Pyro needs a Snickers.
I do.
Snickers has killed Pyro.
I have not performed this badly in UN Squadron, or fucking Major League Ken Griffey Baseball, or any other game in a long-ass fucking time. I think I'm starting to, I'm legit wondering if I'm starting to age out of games. I've thought about quitting.
I don't think it's that.
I've thought about quitting YouTube recently. Which I probably shouldn't admit, but I've been thinking about quitting YouTube. I've been thinking about saying fuck all of this and then just walking away. But I think I think it's the stress getting to me. And this is why I've said I'm taking the rest of the month off from YouTube, because goddamn do I need a break. All I've been finding with myself lately is I've been angry and short-tempered and which are not the same thing, but they lead to the same thing.
Well, you know, it's just like all the YouTubers lately have been saying, you know, they've been stressed out too, and that's why they've been like dropping so many things that they usually did.
Well, for a long time, it was generally thought that the only way to survive on YouTube is to basically work yourself to death, because there are so many channels out there that you have to hold on to your audience as tightly as you possibly can. But it's turned out that's not quite true. There is no matter how much YouTube doesn't want to admit it, there is some truth that if you take a vacation, your videos start getting a little less visibility on like subscription feeds and such. But they're not directly. What's going on is they're not directly downgrading your videos. What's going on is if you don't produce anything for a couple weeks, then like people aren't watching your stuff, and then the algorithm thinks that it's because you have lost quality or whatever, which is dumb and stupid.
Well, that's just YouTube for you.
Yep, YouTube is dumb and stupid, but it is all we've got.
I mean, they put
Hello,
Logan
Ryu.
Paul
Thank you for joining the
on
stream.
this channel for so long. Or not on this channel, but on this platform for so long.
One more time?
No,
Yeah. Mouthful of pizza.
it's delicious, by the way.
Yeah, I need to grab a slice. I'm very hungry.
You might not be able to grab one here soon. It might be all gone.
Better not eat more than half of it.
In any case, I was saying it is kind of like a bullshit platform, but that's only because they keep on putting Logan Paul everywhere.
Logan Paul is... I was about to be surprised. I don't know why I was surprised. People like that always survive problems.
Yeah. Him and KSI. My God. I am sick of both of them.
That is weird that that's become such a huge thing.
Well, I mean, that's because of the boxing match and such.
Right, but like... I don't know why so many YouTubers are obsessed with it.
It's mainly because they wanted to see Logan Paul get his ass handed to him.
Yeah, that's probably true.
And all well and good for them, but you know what?
Give me a slice, please. Plates, something. Just two. Thank you. What? Oh, they slightly burned the crust. Thanks, sir.
No problem.
Let's move my mouse and keyboard out of the way.
But, she's teasing about this cheesecake.
It's really good. I know you haven't had it yet, but,
I love cheesecake.
when she,
Leave it.
the last time my friend Mike was here, he was doing a family get-together, and like my mom accidentally caused everybody to climax at once because it was a cookout, and my mom brought cheesecake, which no one knew she was bringing.
Oh wow!
But like everyone's like, "Hey, Sally, what did you bring?" And she's like, "I brought my cheesecake," and everyone's like, "Oh!" simultaneously. Which was weird because that included like his young sister and his aunt and him. So it was
So what I'm understanding is that your cheesecake is primarily is Nirvana, but it is also the cause for pure like
yeah.
pure.
Well, and the best part about Mom's cheesecake is that like it's plain, which sounds like bleh, but it's like it's good enough to stand on its own.
But I mean, plain cheesecake is the best.
Yes, I agree. And if you desperately wanted to add fruit or whatever, you could add fruit or whatever. Like, it's not like, say, a strawberry cheesecake where then if you're allergic to strawberries, you're just sort of fucked. So
kind of like how you were right then.
Yeah. What? Yeah. I was super fucked there. I went after the wrong stage. This is the one I should have gone after. I actually forgot which stage was which because it's been that long.
But,
I'm actually really, I'm very unhappy that I am playing so badly. Sorry.
Oh my.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm unhappy that I'm playing so badly. Like, I'm wondering if I wonder if my reaction times are just getting worse as I'm getting older.
Either that or it's just the smell of the pizza driving you insane.
I hope it's just fatigue, because I haven't been sleeping very well the last few days. My hours got flipped, so I had to do an emergency flip back for the show. And like in the last 2 days, I've had to combine like 6 to 10 hours of sleep.
Jesus.
So that could be why I'm a little off my game. But I'm trying not to make excuses. I'm just saying. It could be that. It could be that I'm just sucking. I used to play UN Squadron every week to try to... Well, that's that. I used to play UN Squadron every week to keep my skills up. And I might have to get back to that. The fighting in this area is ferocious, but so is this pizza. So I'm going to take a break. If you're watching this from the archive, this will conclude part 2. Don't know if I'm going to put part 1 up. By now, you know if I have put part 1 up or not.
Wow.
So if you're watching live, hang on for a little bit. But if you're watching on the archive, thanks for watching part 2, and we'll see you for part 3.
Bye.
Classy, PD.
I go.
Classy.